It's so funny to me how y'all talking about some finally at the scheduled time where Roman, you was late yesterday. In fact, you was late last couple times. What's wrong with y'all? Talking myself finally. 10 minutes. She 10 minutes. What's going on, chat? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Go whatever it is, wherever you are. Yes, yes. What's going on, chat? I got my hair braided. There's no more afro puff. All the mods are said, bro. We modded up. Tooted and booted. I wasn't late. I'm never late. You do be late. It was at first you had a clean record, bro. You had a clean run. You was dominating. Like 8 straight finals like LeBron, and then you just missed. Bro just missed. For real. Chat, I hope you're having a... He said, hey, don't die this time. That's gonna happen. I'm gonna die. I'm sorry. Pillars of the community type shit. You know what I'm saying? What's this? Oh, yeah. Why does that keep open? Let me see my shortcuts. Let me take a gander. Yeah. But... one time. There wasn't one time. I think it was like twice. I think Roman showed up before you and Bat showed up before you. It's twice. Chat. I'm gonna rewatch the stream after church so I know how much trash PB talked behind my back. Y'all lucky I don't have closed captions. The only reason I don't have closed captions is so I can interact with y'all in real time, because that fucks with the I'm sorry, I cursed. That hinders, it messes with the latency. We come together. Yo, deadass, y'all all pulled up like the Akatsuki. Yo, chat, have y'all seen? Let me see. Oh, wait. Have y'all saw? Did you see Spider-Man suit? This shit tough. This is giving me the Spider-Man that used to be on them little chalk sticks, like the candies, the little chalk candy boxes. Like, this is giving me that prime Spooderman. You give me, like, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, chat? This shit tough. Don't strike down my channel for showing this. I don't own any. Oh, my boy Kakashi was going through it. What are you talking about? Let's see what they talking about. I'm thinking the... Oh. I'm crying. But yeah, chat. I gotta find a way for us to watch watch anime and shit together. Like on stream without my stream getting taken down. Because I do have a backup channel. So if anything, we'll watch it on my side channel. But, you know... I can't wait for this 5-hour movie of PB versus Gurman. It ain't going down like that. Bro, he looks like he's in one of the popsicle ice cream rappers. Like, you get him saying one of them OG. A couple is going viral after inviting Sony to their wedding and getting a free PlayStation game. Sony cheap as fuck. I'm sorry. Bro gave him a game. Oh, I thought this was one of them posts that they was like, oh, bro passed away. 1 out of 10 Rotten Tomatoes score. Bro, it ain't going out like that. Ain't gonna be no 5-hour movie of me versus the German. Yo, Tubi is pulling goated status, bro. They're adding all the OG cartoons. They're adding all the OG cartoons back to, said it is. Today is Annoy Squidward Day, chat. This is every day for y'all. This exact interaction is every day with y'all.
Know about?
Jack, what's going on, twin?
I'm out of here.
Look at the memes in the disky. Chat, don't get me demonetized. That was me. I'm empty. I'm going empty. I'm suicidal.
Hey, bro, your toes are itchy is a pretty dope character from Demon Slayer. Who in the hell says your toes are itchy?
What?
You know him, bro. He was deemed the most powerful demon murderer of all time. He lived during the golden age of the demon slayers. I think
Yoruichi.
they called it the Cinnamon Goku era. You know him, bro. He's the one who created that flaming hot Cheeto dance that Tomato Nose be doing. You know him, bro.
No cap.
He kind of looks like emo Jesus.
High key, this is Jelly. When he first watched an anime, this is Gel. He said, I'm doing well, man. How about yourself? Hey, I'm doing better. You know, my hair braided, so I'm feeling muy bonita. You know what I'm saying?
Know him, bro. Lord Moyerlan, the leader of all the demons, he was petrified of him. Anytime he see them earrings, he'd be like,
This is Jelly. You know him, bro.
you know him, bro. The upper moon #1, Coco Boo Boo, is his brother.
I'm gonna start saying this and being dead wrong. I'm like Star Scourge Ramadan. You know him, bro.
Oh my God, he's talking about Yorichi. Oh hell no, come here.
Dead ass. Talking about Yorichi. When Europeans call it 11 not. Funny enough, chat, this is my birthday. In American format. November 9th is my birthday, but this is funny. Finally, you beat something. Watch this. Pack that message right up. Alright. I'm crying. I'm out of here. Alright, chat, give me like some more minutes of scrolling.
Do you see what happens when you break your promises? If you do, open your eyes, look at me in the mirror, and listen carefully.
You think this shit funny? That was funny. That was funny. Say you know him, bro. We gotta scroll past the temptation. The black jail knight wasn't hard. Am I wrong? He wasn't like that wasn't a difficult boss. Should I dislike this stream? You dislike my stream, I'ma body slam you. Bro, wait, I just realized cause facts from the UK. What the wait, whoa. What did I just see? That that was a crazy angle. Hey, yo! All right, chat. I think we need to get off of we need to get off of Twitter. We're about to get off of Twitter right. Wait, is that the Hulk? Oh shit. That's the Hulk from the movie. This is the leak. I'll just make memes out of PB lose it so he know I got his back. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get them shits taken down immediately. Broke nigga alert.
Broke nigga
I
alert.
think so, my nigga.
Broke nigga alert. Broke nigga
Is
alert.
it talking about me?
Broke nigga
I think so, my
Broke
nigga. Oh, and this is the poster. Yo, I'm out. We're out. We're going boot the shit up. Boot the shit up. Boot the fucking PlayStation up. I'm out of here. Bro. I'm so oh my god, bro. I'm out. Yo, I am fucking crying. I hope nobody peeped that. I hope nobody, like, I don't think anybody caught or saw what I saw. I don't think anybody did, but yeah. Terrible. Ban the real falses. Bro said this man is an imposter. Oh shit. It seems like a pastime activity. The toxicity. He said, APB, your mods are day one haters. Hey, Wish, I know. The only mods that aren't haters is Jada. Said, what God would I look to for hating? The God you in church with, nigga. That's the God you need to be looking to. But Jada's really the only mod that don't be hating on me. Like Jada will throw out some slick shit. Like Jada just tell me to get good, but Jada don't be hating. You feel me? Jada don't be hating. Bats will hate on me on any given Sunday. Number one, number one lurks, and number one is informative, but number one will hate on me. He will. It'll happen randomly, just randomly. He'll be like, yo, bro, get good. Said, wait, I'm the OG. You made me a mod because that's facts. I did make facts a mod because of his hating. Like I ordained him my only hater. But then everybody just started hating. And instead of him just being like, yo, I'm the only one that could do that, he took the power and let it go to his head type shit. That's just what it is. It's like, no one can stop me. You know what's the craziest shit, chat? I don't even know where to go to find Gurman. I wouldn't even know where to go to find Twin. I didn't even turn the lamp on. I just turned my game off for real. Like, oh. Bro said it's time to take down Garmin like the watch. So more like he made a little army without even trying. Oh no, he tried. That's the thing. He recruiting haters, Jada. Like he's recruiting them. He's assimilating them. Bro really asked for Roman to be a mod so he could hate on me for real.
Gammon awaits you. Go.
Fuck Gurman.
Hunter. Very well.
I know, right? I said I wasn't gonna level up. I definitely said I wasn't gonna level up anymore. Out of pure hatred and spite and hubris for myself, I said I wasn't gonna level up. Bro's the damn devil. Bro actively recruiting him. He's like, hey, have you heard about our Lord and Savior? Darth Thanaton said, gentlemen, how are you? What's going on, Darth? Gentlemen and ladies, we do have ladies in the chat, lurking and or otherwise. All right. My bad. Now you good, Twin. You good. How would you have known? It's not your fault. We about to be in this church all day. Bloodborne? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am Michelle at PB's channel. Gotta stop this corruption. Wait, what do I have on? Do I have on rally potential? Increases all defense types. And then max vials, yes. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep, disorder. Wait, so chat, leave the corruption. No, did we beat every boss? Well, did we fight all the bosses in the in here? It does not help me do better. Do not listen to him. Did we fight all the bosses here? Now we gotta go fight Big Gertie. Final boss is in here. What? After Bloodborne, what's next? Not too much on that. Not too much on that. No, Roman. Minecraft. He's in the garden. Nigga, we have a garden? Back to I am not going back to Assassin's Creed. They would, like, I'm not even gonna lie. Ubisoft would have to pay me to go back to play Assassin's Creed. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, Ubisoft would genuinely have to pay me. He's like, yeah, we got a garden. I didn't know we had a garden. Nigga, there was more that we could do. Expedition 33. We're gonna keep it into the souls. Wasn't we talking about Lies of P, chat? Wasn't we talking about playing Lies of P? 100 out of 10 easiest boss of the week. I don't believe him. Oh, wait, you know what we gotta do, chat? We gotta get the Vile Blood Queen killed for wasting my time. Where's Alfred? Isn't Alfred over here? Oh wait, speaking of death counter. See, Facts, you too busy hating, bro. You don't be on game, twin. Sun Wukong Black Myth. Oh my god, Jada. It's time for Lies of P. You feel me? Wasn't Big Blood over here somewhere? Why are you looking at me like that? It's not time. What? Where's Alfred, chat? We gotta give him the letter to give to the lady. You know, because of the flavor. Sun Wukong will be bold as fuck. Bomb as fuck. Okay. After Bloodborne is gonna be Dark Souls 2. I don't know about that, big dog. Time for Sekiro. These are all options, you know what I'm saying? Alright, sis, y'all, I'm gonna look up where Alfred is real quick to go get Shorty killed. I need her dead. Dark Souls 2. Bro said no. Guys, make sure to like and sub. Make sure you hit that like button. Eating seems like a pastime activity. Could we have always come over here? PB next playthrough, just over level like a motherfucker and beat this game on easy mode. Time to beat up on the elderly. We gotta make a poll. We do have to make a poll. But what if y'all win and I still just disregard? What if everybody votes for Dark Souls or some shit, or like fucking Stardew Valley? He said Expedition 33 is Cinema Souls. A System of a Down on the track today. No, that was just a vocal stem. That was a vocal stem from yesterday. It was left over from yesterday. Hey, you should really put out that fire before Smokey the Bear comes out. It's rigged. It's rigged. That's what I'm saying. That election's gonna be rigged, Jack. We go and dislike, unsubscribe, and won't come back. Damn. Spare no hand. Yo, where is Gurman? They said at the foot of the big tree. Oh. Oh, my fault, G. What's this? Before I go over there and punch on him. Alright, Jermeasley. I'ma smoke a little bit of this weed, right? And then me and you, we gonna have ourselves a little chat. Cause I learns about you. I talked to some lady named Maria in the clock tower, and she said that you a dusty dirtball, derelict, degenerate ass nigga, right? And that doll was made in her image, cause you's a freaky frobe. And that's why you in that wheelchair, cause God don't like ugly type shit. And cause you old. Kiss him. Nah, that's not. Short stream today, this shouldn't take very long. I said when we beat him, we're gonna watch Bloodborne lore together. So we're gonna learn the story, or y'all gonna watch me learn the story of Bloodborne together. You feel me? Why you said damn, Jada? Because I called him a dumb dirtball, derelict, degenerate ass nigga. Yeah, boy. I'm so hyped. All right, so yeah, I feel you, chat. Knowing PB is gonna take all day, his skills reset every stream. Chat, he wasn't here for Dark Souls 3. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's the only one who doesn't. He's like, you don't know how good I am. Like that meme of Twin where he's like, you have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Like. So do we just pop order?
Good hunter. You've done well. The night is near its end.
PB showing, bro.
Now,
I ain't gonna lie, this game has been proving him right. This game has been dog walking me, Jada.
get the dream and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible.
I believe PB is a natural. He's like, I just gotta hate on him for real. So chat, do we refuse his offer? Like, tell him, because I ain't finna just wake. I'm not about to leave all of this behind. I actually kind of like. This is all I'm good at for real. Do I tell him? Do I tell him fuck off? Telling me to dick. Oh, he laughed. He liked that. He liked that. A natural having a hard time with a boss ass person.
What was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream?
I gotta lock in. I want to watch this cutscene.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like Gurman's drip.
Down to the hunters, help her to clean up after these sorts of messes.
He has a scythe?
Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
Gammon. That nigga could walk this whole time. Alright, say that. Watch out for his wheelchair. Okay, that's twice. Dodge to the side. That's the one I was trying to get you to find in the dungeon at the start of the game. Ooh. It was Jack. Good scatter shot, Paul. Bitch, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Why he said Welps GG? Wait, what happened Welps GG? What happened? What happened? I mean, I died, yeah, but wait, why did you call GG? The fuck? Anybody want to inform me? Anybody want to inform me why? Like, what was Welps GG's about that? Oh. Was that not supposed to happen? And Zone said, fun fact. The merchants from Elden Ring, like Kale, play German's theme. German. Okay. He knew that you was about to die. Hey, Fax. How we doing, buddy? Listen out for the next run. So I guess I gotta run away from that. Smooth, smooth. Smooth move, X-Lax. The moment phase 2 happened, I could just feel it in my bones. Hit me with that second one, cool. Oh, didn't know you was going in for a third strike. Wasn't gonna get that hit off. Fantastic. Damn it, nigga! Good follow-up shot. So this nigga, I didn't even hit him and he just decided to go into phase 2. Say that. Bitch! That's where Maria learned that, huh? That's where she learned that shadow step from. Makes sense. Did I cancel his animation because I shot him in the air? I didn't know you was going to just fucking stance up like that. Twin, how many buffs do you need to beat me? He's always hitting me with that move. That was one death? I thought y'all said I only had one boss. Oh, this is my beef with the moon, right? Because I killed its baby. Wait, I beat it?
And so, the hunt begins again.
Captivated by the moon's presence, you pledge to watch over the hunter's dream. Chat, we did it! So if we would have had the umbilical cords, I'd have had to fight that thing? Hey, GG's. That shit took me one run. Correct. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Shit. Jada said, bro, nah. What do you mean, Jada? So wait, so the moon was like, nigga, remember my baby that you killed? Why y'all made my boy PB a moon slave? Yeah, OD, Black History Month. I have to side-eye my chat for that. Hey, GG's to me though. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Yo. Cause shit, that ass only took me 2 tries. Yo, also you didn't kill the Dark Beast Parl, so go kill him off camera. You didn't kill the moon presence, baby? What? What's the moon presence, baby? Didn't I kill the moon presence, baby? Wasn't it the reborn one? The one reborn? I only had 2 umbilical cords, Jack. This shit loud as fuck. My fault, chat, but hold on. Well, damn. But yeah. I only had 2 umbilical cords. You're gonna find out in the lore. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ah, shit. Shout out to me. GG's, man.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion.
Where did you get the first 2? I don't know.
Don't you worry. Whatever happens...
The purpose of the dream is to go kill babies of the other ones. The other great ones for her. Okay. Oh, and it just throws you into New Game Plus? Okay. Okay. Alright, chat. Well, that was my first run of Bloodborne. I'm not gonna say it's my only run. Wet Nurse Murgo. I killed Wet Nurse Murgo. At least you're a slave no more. You feel me? I woke up in the dream again. Different. What if I just go run the fade with Gurmit immediately? I just go punch him. Type shit. It only took me 30 minutes. Well, that was like 10 minutes in game, really. I fought him twice. Chat, I'm just so like, yeah. Bloodborne is a great game. There's certain things, he just disappears. That's it. Restarted the game. I didn't restart the game. I pressed start. I beat the game. I beat it. Wish y'all missed it. 50 on black. 252 deaths in total. Yeah. You know? Yeah, wish we beat it. We beat it. Y'all missed it. I beat Gurman on my second try. You know why? Because Jada was here spreading positivity. Jada was like, yo, show them how. You know what I'm saying? Show these niggas, bro. Where is it? Which lore video y'all watching? Which one do y'all recommend? What ending did you get? I am a moon slave. Because nobody, you know, chat, y'all wasn't telling me to get the umbilical cords and stuff. Y'all was slacking. Y'all was slacking. Y'all wasn't on y'all job. And the people who wanted me, you didn't beat the game that made you a slave. The moment it's funny how positive reinforcement works, Roman. It's funny how when my mod that's sitting here like, yo, bro, you got this, I believe you, I know the real you, comes in and I do that shit in one try, 2 tries. But when I got hate, you know what I'm saying? It's funny. Yeah, we got a new game plus for alternate ending, but not today. Not this month. Velour video that you will watch in Bloodborne lore has to be the Brothers Code. Brothers Code is another one I do like. Brothers Code broke down Dark Souls 3. He probably looked up a guide online. Happy Sunday, Bats. I hope you're having a good day, brother, man. Oh, but yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, Brothers Code is good. I like Brothers Code. He said, I don't blame you, PB, I blame the chat. Yeah, I do too. Instead of trolling me, they should have helped me get the true ending. You know? But, yeah. Brothers Code is good. I like their Dark Souls 3 video. Vati Vidya, I've watched a lot of their videos, so you know what I'm saying? And Maxor, I've never heard of Maxor. So what we about to do here, chatty, is open up the Chrome, right? Boop, bam, bop, ow. My thumbnail, yo, chat, drop a like for my thumbnail, because my thumbnail made me laugh when I made it. When I found that picture of Gurman, I laughed. So I blamed him too, because I hadn't gotten there yet since I was here right when you were already killing Tom. Yeah, you got here late. Yeah. I watched Brothers Code for Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 ROM, and you're welcome. I was always gonna stay positive. Appreciate you, Jada. I go to PB, yo, go to PB's live. That would be so meta. PB watching PB, watching PB, watching PB. Appreciate you, Jada. I go to PB, yo, go to PB's live. That would be so meta. PB watching PB, watching PB, watching PB. Appreciate you, Jada. I go to PB, yo, go to PB's live. That would be so. How many? PB watching PB, how many before this just starts like looping? Appreciate you, Jada. Wait, cause hold on. I go to PB, yo, go to PB's live. That would be so. How many? How many before this just starts like looping? Chat. Wait, cause hold on. I go to PB, yo, go to PB's live. That would be so. How many? How many before this just starts like looping? Chat. Yo, bro, I'm confused. I'm dead ass confused. All right. We gotta stop. I'm confused now. I'm confused. All right, stop, chat. I confused the fuck out of myself. Nah, YouTube has like a 5-second delay. It's like a 4 or 5 second delay. Which PB was the real one, bro? I went back and watched your Orphan Kill. The Michael Jackson pop off was lit. Thank you, Zone. I'm telling you, I did not have any rhythm up until I started singing MJ. And when I started singing MJ and actually felt the rhythm, I was like, yeah, I have to listen to some music. I have to. And the fact that I killed him when the beat dropped and hit the Shimon. That shit was dumb gas. That shit was gas. But word. I appreciate you, Zone. I appreciate you for going back and watching that. Jada sent a video. You follow Tim the Swole Neck Man. Tim the Tap Man's like, what's wrong with Tim? What's wrong with Timmy? It'd be like that, you know what I'm saying? You need the rhythm of the night.
Let's do this.
So this is the video Jada sent me, all right? If anybody has any, you know?
The law of Bloodborne is dark.
High key, I don't really just pick any video. I don't like this nigga voice, so we gonna go see Brothers Code. Oh. PB, let's watch Teletubbies. I might get demonetized. Bro said that's messed up. I'm sorry. You know, it's messed up because it's like now when I watch Dark Souls lore, it's like I'm used to a voice. I'm already used to a voice telling me. So it's like I think the Brothers Code got it. It's more of a voice thing. I've watched all these. I feel you. I feel you. I've watched multiple videos on like Elden Ring lore and like different bosses and all of that stuff. Chat, let me know if there's like, if it's too low, if it's too loud, like let me know. And let's just chill, chat. I've earned the right to just chill with you guys for right now.
The Thumerian race existed centuries prior to the events that occurred in the city of Yharnam, yet the echoes of what took place
I'm very autistic about this game. That's how I was about Alan Wake.
A never-ending ripple
like,
that impacts the livelihood of
Alan
every
Wake?
Yharnamite, and arguably puts the entire existence of the human race in question. Thumerians were a race of advanced human beings that obtained the knowledge of the Eldritch Truth, a state of existence that the Great Ones inhabited. Before acquiring this knowledge, the Thumerians carved out a labyrinth deep below the city of Yharnam. This labyrinth was known as a labyrinth.
Did you play Control? I didn't fully beat it, and I do want to play the whole thing on stream because I played it, but you know, it was one of those games that I think was on like the PlayStation Plus thing, and I like played it for a while, but then like I just didn't, and it went away.
Notice that the term used is carved rather than discovered a labyrinth. This is intentional, as the details of the central Thumeri chalice states.
No, I know it's in the same universe as Alan Wake. I know that.
This is a significant detail, as it implies that the Thumerians did not mistakenly stumble.
Why he sounds like he's narrating for the BBC.
But rather built a subterranean civilization deep underground, demonstrating that they were extremely intelligent and had superhuman abilities prior to encountering the Great Ones. It is within these tombs that the Thumerians came in contact.
So the Thumerians are like the Empyreans in Elden Ring type shit?
With the Great Ones. This marked humanity's first encounter with multidimensional beings that can exist across several planes of existence. Attempting to fathom the Great Ones' motivations or agendas was pointless, as understanding them was beyond our comprehension, or as Master Willen puts it, our eyes are yet to open. But we'll delve more into that later on. Great Ones were essentially gods.
Alan Wake and Control are both about SCP. Nobody can cheat. Yo, no bullshit, because it's like, what if a book... What if you wrote a book and the book was evil and then it became sentient and then tried to manipulate the world? No, but Alan Wake, when you really think about it, when you dive into the lore of, like, because Control's a bureau. Like, they're literally like the SCP bureau. But Alan Wake as, oh shit, Alan Wake as an event is actually crazy because it's like, if you think about it, bro, like, imagine you write a book and the book you wrote subconsciously manifests on the world around you, takes your wife from you, and you're trapped in that fucked up world for 13 years because anytime you try to write a story to get out, your other self, the Dark Alan, messes up the story. So you and it's just, it was crazy, bro. I'm telling you, that lore video, mind you, I did the stream of Alan Wake, the first game. I did the second half of that stream on shrooms. I was in here tripping.
Our eyes are yet to open, but we'll delve more into that later on. Great Ones were essentially gods in the eyes of mere humans, and the Thumerians
and then Control is like, what if all the things that we captured just broke out? Like...
The early Thumerians were servants of the Great Ones.
Well, as far as I know, because I didn't beat it.
Coexisted in harmony. The Thumeri civilization evolved over time, forming a hierarchical structure with a monarch in the position of power. The Thumeru Eelroot Chalice states, the Thumerian monarch was traditionally a woman who assumed a name with classical roots. This statement raises the question of why a woman specifically, and what is meant by assumed a name with classical roots. The latter is easier to answer.
Yeah, we watched the trailer for the Control game yesterday. That shit looked great.
Did not have a royal family, and that the monarch was elected selected, resulting in them needing to choose a name appropriate for the title. As for the former, it isn't entirely clear why a woman was chosen to rule, but perhaps a theory could be formed based on a blood contract made between the Great Ones and the Thumerians. Let me explain. The Great Ones are unique beings. When comparing different Great Ones, there is no clear similarity between them. What constitutes a Great One? Surely being part of one species would result in some overlap or likeness. Perhaps they cannot be placed in a tangible construct.
Master Willem, everything like Galfax, the Destroyer, Abysmal Giant, etc. Then you get Master Willem.
After all, we aren't expected to understand them. What we do know is due to their unique nature, they cannot breed with one another, resulting in them impregnating humans in order to reproduce. The Ring of Betrothal states, in the age of the Great Ones, wedlock was a blood contract, only permitted to those stated to bear a special child. As stated by the ring, the Great Ones chose a Thumerian to bear their child. The woman who was chosen in this case was Queen Yharnam. This relates back to the question of why a woman was chosen to rule. It could be argued that based on who the Great Ones choose to bear their next child, Thumerians would elect that person as their next monarch. The blood contract was the gift of the blood of the Great Ones, gifted to Queen Yharnam, enabling her to conceive a Great One. This act put into motion what would be known as the collapse of a civilization. The blood—
So wait a minute. So those cosmic beings can't mate with each other for some odd fucking reason. So they impregnate humans, more so Thumerians. I can't wait to rewatch this so I know what's going on. This looks so peak. And it's like, so Queen Yharnam was supposed to give— we go and finish watching the video.
Rapture Rune states, this rune resonates with servants of the Queen,
Their
carrier of the
mouths.
child of blood, who yearn for their Queen's blood with little hope of requirement. For them they find solace in blood rapture, that serves as a surrogate for their desires. This implies that once the blood of the Great One coursed through the veins of Queen Yharnam, the Thumerians began to take notice of the power of the blood, and the healing factors it possesses. The overwhelming desire to commune with the Great Ones led the Thumerians to succumb to the bloodlust, and take the Queen's blood by force. In their blood-drunken state, the Thumerians take Queen Yharnam's life, and with that, the life of her unborn child, Murgo. The defiled chalice reads, curses—
They can have their own children asexually, but the curse of the children dies like the orphans, so they impregnate humans.
are caused by inciting the anger of the guild, Murgo. The Thumerians take Queen Yharnam's
So
life.
Queen Yharnam was dead because niggas was trying to drink her blood. Yeah, that is dark. So they were trying to drink her blood to gain the powers of the Great Ones, and they basically fed too much and killed her and Murgo.
That, the life of her unborn child, Murgo. The defiled chalice reads, curses are caused by inciting the anger of the Great Ones, and used to hex others. It is made apparent that murdering the child Murgo incited anger in the Great Ones, setting the curse of the blood upon the Thumerians.
So what's the next Souls game? I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, chat. What's the next Souls game? We're gonna do a poll. We're gonna set up a poll in the Discord. And yes, yeah, we're gonna have y'all vote. If you're not in the Discord chat, please, I'm gonna drop a link right now. And yo. I'm gonna post this in the Discord, in the Disky. And yeah, join. We're gonna set up a poll, and yeah, we're gonna figure it out together.
Anyone who becomes enticed by the blood would succumb to their beastly instinct, transforming into the physical manifestation of what they had become, and thus began the scourge of beasts, and the downfall of Thumeria.
Wait, what? That's why the female hunter kept soothing you with period blood, so you knew she wasn't pregnant. Yo, that's insane.
The Great Ones ascended into another realm of existence, abandoning the Thumerians to live out the rest of their existence as guardians of the slumbering Great Ones. Inevitably, the plague of beasts grew larger and spread like a disease, crumbling down the Thumerian civilization. Many years later, a group of scholars from Bergenworth Academy discovered the remains of Thumeria deep below the tombs of Yharnam. The scholars sent tomb prospectors to investigate the buried secrets that lay beneath. The prospectors would go on to discover references in the underground to an ancient land named Loran, which fell to the beastly plague. This was a sign of what's to come for any who meddle with the old blood. The fall of Loran was a precursor to the fall of Yharnam. However, the warning was not heeded, and the old blood—
So Loran is the my fault, chat. Loran is like the chalice dungeons and stuff?
was taken. As they descended deeper into the labyrinth, they also unearthed the remnants of the godlike beings, those who were left behind. It isn't far-fetched to say that everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. Byrgenwerth was an old learning institution located deep within the Forbidden Forest, away from the city of Yharnam. But this was no ordinary school. The institution was occupied by some of the greatest minds, and the scholars at Byrgenwerth
Said Murgo was the child of Queen Yharnam and the formless Odin. It's not exactly clear how she died, but it's clear the baby was taken from her by the witness. But didn't they just say that the people of Yharnam fed on the queen and they killed her and inadvertently killed the baby?
Were wholly dedicated to advancing the evolution of
from what this video
humankind
says.
and achieving higher planes of thought. The institution was occupied by some of the greatest minds, and the scholars at Byrgenwerth were wholly dedicated to advancing the evolution of humankind and achieving higher planes of thought. The two key figures at Byrgenwerth were Master Willem, the head of the academy, and Lawrence, his well-respected and reputable apprentice. We'll discuss these two individuals in greater detail, as they are pivotal to the events that unravel. Following the discovery of the Old Blood, the priorities at Byrgenwerth shifted. The scholars studied the Great Ones intensely, and the more knowledgeable they became, the more they desired to ascend to the Great One's status. The idea that humanity could evolve beyond what was thought possible drove the scholars to commit
The wet nurse found her to be an inefficient mother.
Evolution. Master Willem adopted a peculiar
Nick called
method
Child
that
Protective
consisted
Services
of
on her.
gaining insight through accumulating more eyes. Carol's eye ruin states, eyes symbolize the truth Master Willem sought in his research. Disillusioned by the limits of human intellect, Master Willem looked to beings from higher planes for guidance, and sought to line his brains with eyes in order to elevate his thoughts. News reached Master Willem of a mysterious creature washed ashore in a faraway village, commonly known as the Fishing Hamlet. Master Willem was intrigued by this finding, sending a group of his students to investigate this secluded village, in hopes of gaining further insight and advancing the research of the Great One.
Bro said what? Huh? I didn't know that. You know what? You know what's crazy? I gotta send it to you and you read it, what you listen to. I want you to listen to it. Okay, I got you.
On the shore laid a corpse, described as a large blend of a fish with bright white skin and blue scales, a great one named Kos. It was unclear how Kos had died or washed up in the village, however it was surmisable that Kos had experienced a maternal death, as the great one was in the late stages of its pregnancy when the corpse was exposed. Some say that the godlike being was revered.
I find
by
it
the
funny that
residents
Jelly's playing the entire God of War series and now they released a new one and gonna remake the OG trilogy as well. Yeah, but the OG trilogy is not coming out no time soon, so he could always revisit it. So, you know.
Fishing Hamlet, who were mutated
They
by
not
a
gonna let him
cosmic
get no
power,
rest, nope.
Testament to the true capabilities of a great one, even in death. Upon the hunters' arrival in the village, chaos emerged, as the hunters began experimenting on the mutated villagers in the most horrifying ways imaginable, with no sympathy or regard to human life. The helpless villagers fought back as a means of defending themselves, but it was to no avail. The hunters...
You want me to listen to that now, Jada? We're gonna pull it up. This video's not gonna get, it's gonna get demonetized. Xerxes. I ain't gonna lie, this is a 4-minute opera. I'm not even finna listen to this right now, twin. We'll listen to it later.
Used force to
It's a game
perform
soundtrack, you're
dissections in the
fine.
villages, tearing apart the inhabitants.
Cause that shit, yeah. We're gonna watch the lore video, but I will listen to that.
The vile acts were further elevated as the hunters butchered the corpse of Kos, anatomizing her body and extracting her eldritch blood with no
I love you though,
sympathy or
Jada.
regard to human
You know
life.
that.
The helpless villagers fought back as a means of defending themselves, but it was to no avail. The hunters used force
Watching
to
you slay
perform
demons and
dissections
cripple people in
the
church is
village,
actually crazy.
tearing
God
apart
gonna
the
get you.
inhabitants and obtaining all
He gonna be
manner
like, you
of
couldn't
eyes
take
from
2
them. The vile
hours
acts
out
were
your day.
further elevated as the hunters butchered the corpse of Kos, anatomizing her body and extracting her eldritch blood, and along with it the umbilical cord of the orphan of Kos, murdering the unborn fetus in the process. Whilst the body of a great one is that of a mortal, the mind of a great one is everlasting.
I didn't insult
And
it.
from
I said I'm not about to listen to it because it's 4 minutes. And I'm not about to listen to it for 4 minutes of analyzing lyrics. I know it's a banger. I know it's a banger. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying we got a lore video to watch, twin. Called me uncultured.
planes of a cosmic realm, Kos unleashes her wrath upon those who seek to relish blood and eyes, casting them to the nightmare realm. where they would participate
The
in a
point is, it
never-ending
mentions the
hunt,
blood,
a fate
what they were
that
saying,
no
the blood
hunter
and
could
the church and the
escape.
blood.
Upon visiting the
I
hunter's
feel you.
nightmare, the Fish and Hamlet priest best illustrates the magnitude
Yo, bro,
of the
there's
acts
storytelling
committed.
all throughout Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Wait, what they said about this fool?
Kos unleashes her wrath upon those who seek to relish blood and dies, casting them to the nightmare realm, where they would participate in a never-ending hunt, a fate that no hunter could escape. Upon visiting the hunter's nightmare, the Fish and Hamlet priest best illustrates the magnitude of the acts committed.
So I was gonna mention this.
By the wrath of Mother Kos. Mercy for the poor child. Mercy. Oh, please. Atonement for the wretches. Lay the curse of blood upon them and their children and their children's children forevermore. Each wretched blood plunge each child into a lifetime of misery.
That dude doesn't attack you.
Following the experiments that took place, civil conflict arose between Master Willem and his apprentice Lawrence. Master Willem and Lawrence's motives are concordant. They both aim to evolve humanity and seize the power of the Great Ones. However, their means to that end
Prayer time, I wonder what they're gonna pray about.
Lawrence was assured that experimenting with the old blood would accelerate the process of ascension. Master Willem's teachings emphasized wearing blindfolds, encouraging his students to search within themselves, as they needed to line their brains with eyes in order to view the world from an alternate perspective, that of a Great One, allowing them to unmask more insight. Master Willem was convinced that his method of ascension was superior to that of Lawrence's. He despised the use of the old blood, as he believed it to be dangerous and unreliable, thus introducing his most important teaching of all, the
Bro, we
proverb
beat the
of
game, ain't no
Bergenworth,
death counter.
better known as the Bergenworth adage.
I only died
"Fear
one
the
time to
old
that dude."
blood."
I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood.
Oh shit.
By the blood.
Feel me?
Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood.
One time is still a lot.
I must take my leave.
So was he talking to Lawrence? Was that Lawrence? We need a pause timer, see how many times he pauses. Well, I'm trying to read chat.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
That was Lawrence. Having a death counter watching a video is crazy work.
Master Willem doesn't inherently
That was
detest
Lawrence,
the old
okay.
blood. When he references the adage, he further expands upon it, stating, "We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open. Fear the old blood."
Fishburne,
The way
no.
this is spoken could be interpreted as Master Willem believing that the reason we are undone by the blood is due to humanity not being ready for such advancements, not being enlightened enough, essentially not operating at a high enough plane, hence the term, "our eyes are yet to open." This indicates that the use of the blood itself isn't intrinsically evil, but rather we don't understand how this substance works, and instinctively we should fear what we do not understand. We should fear the old blood. Lawrence, on the other hand, believed that in order for humanity to evolve and go beyond its preconceived limits, they had to research healing using the old blood. The old blood had powerful healing properties that appeared to heal any ailment.
Made men
More
by the blood is
importantly,
crazy.
The blood had
It
the
is.
potential to evolve humankind to an unprecedented state of life.
I did laugh a
Lawrence
little
saw
at
this
that.
blood as a marvel, a gift to be utilized by the people. Lawrence wasn't alone, as many other students shared the same notion and sided with him as they grew tired of the ineffective methods of Master Willem. This caused a rift between the scholars at Bergenworth, splitting the once colleagues into two opposing factions: those who remained faithful to the teachings of Master Willem, dubbed the Loyalists, and those who followed Lawrence and took fate into their own hands, labelled the Radicals. Nevertheless, Master Willem and Lawrence parted ways, and in pursuit of evolution, Lawrence founded the Healing Church.
He said, we fear what we don't understand, so does that mean we should fear algebra because we don't understand it? Nah. Somebody
the
does.
city of Yharnam is most famous for its highly regarded and most sacred healing church, a religious institution built on the discovery of the old blood. As mentioned previously, the tomb prospectors were dispatched to the Thumerian labyrinth. There they discovered a phantasm.
Luan, what's
the
going
Order
on,
of the Great
Luan?
Ones. Using
We
this
beat the
order,
game, we're watching some
prospectors
lore,
were
buddy.
able to
Sit
bear
down and grab
witness
some
to the
popcorn.
crisis. daughter of the cosmos, a Great One who was left behind by her own kin. This brief contact with the Great One led to a deeper and more extensive investigation of the Thumerian civilization.
That's what I'm saying. This is you, twin.
The choir was
algebra ain't that bad.
Mensis as a secular branch of the Healing Church, formed by the most prominent members of the church, with the sole purpose of communing with the brightest. Blood ministration was first discovered by the choir, as they would frequently conduct experiments on the willing and unwilling in an attempt to evolve.
But do you truly understand algebra?
To obtain knowledge that was beyond
I understand it more than they understand the Great Ones.
Full contact with the brightest once they discovered the Great Is Chalice in the labyrinths below Yharnam. However, the knowledge they received would drive them mad, as the knowledge of a Great One is not meant for a mortal. The School of Mensis is located in the Unseen Village.
Bloodborne lore stream, good shit for real. Thank you, brother.
To understand the knowledge
it's just puzzles. It's just puzzles for real.
It for the advancement of humanity. While the School of Mensis resided in the village, the choir was stationed in the Upper Cathedral Ward, in close proximity to a brightest.
Bro said, "What about derivatives?"
Within the Healing Church.
Oh,
doctors.
brother.
The white-garbed hunters.
Do you need help with your homework, John?
Doctors with the most experience, whereas the hunters who donned the black garb were elementary doctors. In some cases, these hunters would allow sickness to take place within individuals for research. They would also do the opposite by going as far as executing those who showed no signs of symptoms of the
watch the movie
as a preventative measure. Lastly, the Healing Church also included nuns in their clergy. According to the Blood of Adela, the Healing Church nuns were chosen for their merit as vessels for blood and groomed as blood saints. The mere chance of being treated with their blood lent legitimacy to the Healing Church in communion. Acting as a vessel, the nuns gave their blood willingly. Another secret.
Just remember the wise words of an Elden Lord, a Dark Souls master, a great warrior, and an honorable man. I'm crying. Peanut the Hunter Butters. As me.
The wheel symbolizes righteous destiny. Their workshop was a secretive enclave of mystical beliefs and heady fanaticism, which served as a backbone of the executioner's unique brand of justice. Ligarius was the leader of this specific band.
So I need to go to the gym. Be safe, brother, and get those reps in.
Executions that existed, fulfilling the various whims of the church. This faction had fanatical faith in the Healing Church. This can be seen with the executioner Alfred, who also had profound faith in the institution, even though he is surrounded in Yharnam by the deeds of the church, signifying the hold and manipulation.
Bro says soccer, I'm about the 4th grade. We're not learning derivatives yet.
Enemies of the church.
The 4th grade? How old are you?
The death of someone, the execution.
How long will we be streaming for? Not that long, brother, because it's going on an hour, probably another hour. We ain't going for 3. So we're just gonna watch this lore video till I get bored, and then I'm gonna get off stream realistically. It's not how you spell McDonald's, facts. John, how old? Bro said he in the 7th. Hold on, bro said he in the 4th grade. Is bro 10? Yo, John, are you 10, bro? Said, damn, he's not 12. Started school at 8. Okay. He's still young. But okay. Hey, John. He said we can make it interesting. How so, Jada? How so?
When asked about Bergenworth and the Valbloods, Alfred states the following.
There's something I want to tell you.
Bro got mutton chops.
A bit of wisdom from the eminent master.
He gotta be Chola, right? No, I think he's dead ass. I said that, Zone. I think the day that I had to mute him for 30 minutes, I said that. I'm like, yo, bro gives off young energy, and I'm not even talking I was like, I feel like he's younger than Facts, and I said that. I was like, he's giving me young ass energy.
And brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vile Bloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today. And so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path.
McDaniels. What is wrong with my chat? What is going on? Bro said, let people send something that catches your interest, plus we have to make that poll, or we can shut this off and start a new game. We ain't starting a new game today. It's McDowell's. McDugnall. Alright, chat, hold on. Oh, wait. Say he was going to the gym, so I said it's not he's from McDonald's. What was I looking for? Is it like a wheel, spin wheel? Wait, how do we do it? Alright, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How the fuck do I set this up? McDougal's dag nabbit. Wait a minute. Yo, wait a minute. I am too... Also, I just started hitting puberty. That's not funny. Like, that's not. Bro, I don't know how to use this shit. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Picker sounds racist to me. Everything sounds racist to you, Twin. Alright. Wait, what? Alright. We have Sekiro. Right? Lies of P. The fuck is Remnant? Black Myth Wukong. Another Crab's Treasure. I heard of this game. Alright, hold on. Now, we can either do a poll, chat. We can either do a poll or we can put some of these names in that wheel. You know? And spin that bitch. It does the same fucking thing. Alright. Do I not have a whole... I don't. Alright. What they said? It's because I'm white. It's kind of racist. Remnant is a third-person shooter souls. What the fuck? The wheel. Let's do the wheel. No one picks noses better than someone who's paid for it. Picks noses. Remnant is gas. Gotta play with the friends up to up the fun. Put Lisa, Ski Row, and Black Myth Wukong. I only got Remnant on the PlayStation. Sad though. Hold on, chat. Hold on, because I'm trying to like I'm trying to let me change the window. This one. All right, boom. Entries. So we got Sekiro, right? Black Myth Wukong. Alright. Lies of P. Yo, this shit is going to grief. Yo, it's going to be so funny how this wheel is about to grief me, bro. Bro said put Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls. Ah, this wheel is about to grief me. Asura's Wrath. That's a Souls-like. Hold on, I gotta find a way to share my whole window. No. Desk display capture. Alright. Oh my fucking... Transform. There we go. You only get one respin. Wait. Because I was looking. All right. Bro said Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls. I was bugged out behind that. All right. Bro said Remnant 1 is better than 2. It's still a bad game, but that's my opinion. Finish 1, hated 2. Spin that wheel. Asura's Wrath. Neo and Sekiro. Zone, what did you say not to? I'm a little, you know, Demon Souls remake. Neo and Sekiro, Brody, trust. You get one respin. See, I like you, Jack. You're a fair person. You know what I'm saying, bro? Fair. Neo 1, 2, and 3 are hard as fuck. Chat. We're gonna put Demon Souls. Oh, shit. Demon Souls remake. No, Asura's Wrath isn't a Souls-like. It's just a great game. So I was just throwing that out there. Put Dark Souls to a Demon Souls. Neo 3 recently released. I'm trying to look based off this list. Lies of P. I'm not putting Neo as a I'm not putting them all as separate games. Like, Neo is just like, if we land on one, then fuck it. Mortal Shell focuses on inhabiting different shells to change combat styles. How does that sound, chat? I have another game, but I forgot. How you forgot, twin? All right. Yo, Rylan. Oh, shit. Wait, yeah. Oh, shit. Berserker. There we go. Jesus Christ. Mortal Shell is definitely not as good as what you've already got up there. Alright. In my opinion. I feel that. And I need y'all opinion. You know what I'm saying? We love that. Change up the colors. I like that one. Alright. We got 6. Do I put Dark Souls 2 up here, chat? You say put Expedition 33, you gotta give it. I actually tried that on my side channel. Don't think I didn't. I liked the game. It was just that I had it, oh. I had it on the Xbox Game Pass. Do it. It was a Souls-like, but you play as a woman samurai warrior. Lies of P is on the level of top games. Lies of P is the one I wanted to play. I can't stand next-gen turn-based games. You don't like Pokemon, bro? What's wrong with this man? So this is what we got so far, chat. Wait, does it has sounds? Wait, we got add sounds. Throw confetti. Remove winners. Spin button. 10-second duration. Oh shit. Pokemon ain't next gen. Pokemon ain't next gen. Pokemon is, to be honest, OG. Blasphemous Blade. Yeah, I want Wait, oh no, I said Blasphemous Blade. Elden Ring brain. All right, Blasphemous. Chat, should we like look up some of these games for real? I'm not opposed to playing a side scroller. Like, I'm not.
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this
Sifu.
planet.
Sifu's not a Souls-like.
Everybody.
And this is another thing, chat. Y'all know like Resident Evil comes out in 2 weeks, right? So we might have to take a break in whatever game we're playing to play Resident Evil. Blasphemous is a 2D Castlevania Souls. That sounds good to me. I'm not even gonna lie. Play a dress-up game. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Why they got the Firekeeper looking like this for real? Elden Ring, Night Rain, Metal Gear Rise. No. This is specifically for what Souls game we're gonna play next. In terms of what games we're gonna play in like outside of the Souls like franchise, that's a whole different story. But this determines the next Souls game we are going to tackle. Or Souls-like game. Play Touch Grass. I'll end my stream right now. I'll end this shit right now. And go bother Jelly. Put Play Outside on the wheel. If I put that on the wheel, chat, and I land on it, and I'm talking about instantaneous. Like y'all see, y'all fuck around because the delay so long. Y'all gonna see the wheel spinning, and then my shit just end. Y'all gonna see the wheel spin and my stream just end. Bro said, nah, don't do that. I'ma end that shit. I'ma end the stream instantaneously. Cause of the flavor. Chat. All right. Where the Winds Meet, that is not a Souls-like. I've played Where Winds Meet. I played that shit with my homeboy. I don't even like that game. Watch somebody try to, like, cook me for that. We played DS1, we played DS2, we played Bloodborne, we played Elden Ring. We realistically have Demon Souls and Sekiro to play. Add mine. What did you say? What Jada? What did you say? Wukong, not Wukong, Wuchong, all that Chinese. All right. Watch me. All right, and this is my thing. I'm not expected to beat these games, am I? Like what if I just give up? Hollow Knight, play Lion King on that. Roman Rolfs and Liza P. Liza P is the one that I hope it lands on, bro. Kingdom Hearts is a Souls game. We're not doing that. Elden Ring, Night Ring, and Metal Gear Rising. Brother, man. Elden Ring Night Rain is a multiplayer game. I'm not doing that. You never gave up before. I don't see why. Jada's comments like that, twin. His comments like that, twin. Bro said add a mukbang with jelly. If you give up, we won't be mad, just disappointed. That's all I fucking needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. I'd rather you be mad at me than disappointed. Mortal Kombat against jelly. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Chad, did y'all know I have like a glowing one? Did y'all know I have this? Hold on. I went to show y'all. I'm showing y'all my keyboard and I went to go press my keyboard. Shit. You feel me? Taylor 2 with jelly. Your haters will tell you're a bitch if you're quit. Damn! He is. I ain't no bitch. Chill, Roman. I ain't never back down, never what. Fuck is wrong with you? I ain't no bitch. Let me see. Tale of 2 with jelly. It's not a Souls. Well, I mean, we're fucking with jelly. It might be. Hold on, chat. I dropped some ashes. Give me a second. Yeah, shaggy. Eddie. What's in that? Eddie. All right. We still up. All right. You're muted. I'm not muted anymore. What the fuck? It's still off. It's not. I'm looking at the audio mixer, bats. Twin said, hold on. Because bro said Tale of 2 with jelly. Okay. This is a Souls wheel. Split fiction with jelly. This is a Souls wheel. You are a bitch. Facts, I said I'm gonna beat you up. If you call me a bitch, I'm gonna beat you up. A way out with jelly. This is a Souls wheel. All right, saying that in the big 2026. Saying what in the big 2026? This sucker gonna take a whole wheel spin, a whole hour spinning the wheel. All right, see you guys next Thursday. 24-hour stream with jelly. Jelly wouldn't do that. Play Bloodborne 2. I would love to. You're muted, big dog. Everybody's laughing at me. All right, let me stop. Chat, is this the list that we're smitten with for real? Is this the list? A 24-hour stream hanging out with the bros. If we could sit here and watch stuff together, and I definitely would. I'd stream me chilling in Discord with y'all. What is this shit saying, bro? The audio's current bitrate. What? What just opened? Oh, también. It's all I have. All right. Is Expedition 33 Souls-like? Yeah, it's turn-based Souls-like, but it's a Souls-like. We need a breakfast gang subathon type shit. It's time to spin the wheel. Ninja Gaiden. I heard Ninja Gaiden is fucking difficult. And is Ninja Gaiden a Souls-like? Zone, no and yes. That's what I'm saying. It's a turn-based Souls-like. Sort of. But it's not like you like lose your souls and shit. And you have a team. It's weird. It's very weird. Brother. What? Wait, what you saying brother for? Oh, brother. This guy stinks. Alright, chat. It's time for that Wheel of Fortune. Alright, let me save this. Wait, if I create a bookmark. The killing floor. I don't think that's a Souls-like. Alright, chat. It's time to spin that fucking wheel. This is the Wheel of Misfortune. It definitely is. Y'all ready? Oh my god, please land on Liza. Bro, please, I need this. Go to Sekiro. Go to Sekiro. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Let's fucking go! I need this! Oh, I did not want to play Ninja Gaiden. Let's go! Landed on a peak. Let's go! We keeping the souls going, baby. Let's go. Oh my god. We're all winners here, Jada. Oh, that was beautiful. I love that. Okay. Okay. Alright. So. We are gonna play Sekiro. Hell yeah, man! I'm excited. That was a thrill. I'm like, yo, please, bro, please. Holy shit! All right, so chat. That being said, dang, you should have added Code Vein 1 and 2. Damn. Did it say Code Vein on here? It did. All right, so I guess we'll add that. We'll take Sekiro voting for a respin. Nah, twin. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. We're not doing respin. If you get it, if tomorrow we're doing Shadows Dot twice. Not tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow is crazy, bro. The next stream is on Thursday. There's a schedule. Bro said just spin it once more. I'm not touching this thing. You don't love it enough to give it today. Bro don't love us enough to give us on a Monday. It's not even bro said respin. Damn, Jada. Why not? The respin not gonna count. So it's like, all right, so let's see in an alternate universe for funsies. All right, let's see in an alternate universe what this would have landed on. It would have been Neo. It would have been Neo. Which, how did y'all feel about that? Bro said, I have an idea. You know what's crazy? Bats did call that. So you know what, Bats, Bats would have been happy either way. Bats would have been happy either way. You call, hey, go get a scratch off. Go get a scratch off right now. One day Sekiro, one day Neo. No. You want me to learn 2 different movesets? Bro gonna have 4 days of straight depression. Just straight. Oh my god. Your bro want me to go through it for 4 days straight. Spin both to have a 50-50. So Neo is after Sekiro. I thought this was a for funsies spin. I mean, sure. I'm with it. That game is down the line. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'll be a different man when we're playing that. Where's Xerxes, by the way? Xerxes, brother. And Xerxes He in the living room. He in the living room. Ooh, that was a banger. All right, so chat, we're playing Sekiro. How much is Sekiro? Is my PlayStation still on? Hold on. How much is this bad boy? Why did I not press it? Bro. One more spin, no lie. Try to get PB on stream for real. What the webcam on first off? What? Damn! You know what this calls for, chat. Cue the Black Flag music. You know what this calls for. Sea of Thieves. Got it. See it? All right, so we're gonna leave this here. I gotta. Let me just log on Google. Fuck it. Look at Steam. Fuck. Don't be scared of the price tag. Use that YouTube money. Hey, give us some of that YouTube money. Open up Steam. I'm just a bird. I want to fly away. Oh, wait. Trap, sell. Mac, no, Dell. Leaving it. One hand, Odell, Slime, Snail. Nelly Furtado mentioned at 2026. Oh, you don't need nothing at all to me. Eh. All right, chat. We're gonna have to turn into good old Edward Kenway to get that game, but that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Right? We don't care. Code Vein is cheaper. Next stream, just mukbang Burger King. Hey, chat, I'm gonna get the game. I'm just saying I'm not gonna pay for it. So do with that information what you will, man. You know? That's really it. It's not fine. It is fine. It's absolutely fine. We're gonna sail the high seas. I'm gonna get on the high seas as soon as we get off stream. Let's get back to this. Oh, so Jelly is your sugar daddy? No. He does buy me nice things, though. But no. Boom. Chat, lock in.
Creatures who threaten the purity of the church's blood healing. The ruler of the vile bloods
Let's hope the police ain't coming.
Alive today.
They not.
And so...
No lie about to crash. What you about to crash? Why you about to crash? Why you about to crash out, Jada? Don't crash out.
The master's wishes.
Hour-long side
I
quest.
search for the path to Canehurst Castle.
Here we learn the history of the creation of the Valbloods, a betrayal at Bergenworth led a scholar to provide forbidden blood to the residents of Canehurst Castle.
Oh, you tired. I mean, listen, brother, you ain't missing nothing.
The church's blood healing is pure.
We're watching a lore video. You know what game we're gonna play
this
next.
Is all Alfred
you know what I'm
needs to
saying?
embark on his quest to slay the queen
I mean, high key, it's been an hour and a half chat. If y'all want to continue chilling, let me know. We can continue sitting here watching this lore video. But if y'all want to, you know, enjoy y'all Sunday, that's another thing. I also raise y'all this, right? But I know a lot of y'all don't follow me on my side channel. I know a lot of y'all don't do this. Sleepy. ZZZ. You feel me? I know a lot of y'all don't follow PBTV Plus. Right? This is where I said I played Expedition 33. Where is it? Yeah, see? This is because of Jada. My Sunday was church then pain. Like, it's cool. Like, you feel me? It's definitely different. It's unique. This was me and Jada chilling and playing and shit. But yeah, I was gonna say, I want to stream Marvel Rivals, chat. I want to go play Marvel Rivals for real. You know what I'm saying? Little shum. Nobody want to see me and skate.
Here we learn the history of the creation of the Valbloods. A betrayal at Bergenworth led a scholar to provide forbidden blood to the residents of Kinehurst Castle, resulting in the first of the Valbloods. Alfred believes that the church's blood healing is pure, although this couldn't be further from the truth. This is all Alfred needs to embark on his quest.
Bro said, to be fair, I think we should continue it just with no. But see, we would have to restart it because you were the only one there and I played it for like 3 hours. So it was like, I would need, you know, I need to restart it for people who weren't there for that. Get it? Do what? What, play 33? No, we're playing Sekiro. The wheel has spoken. Restart. Yeah, I'm gonna restart it when we play it. When we play it.
To slay the queen of the Valbloods.
I want to play Sekiro, bro. If that wheel would have landed on anything else that I had to play, it landed on Sekiro. We're playing Sekiro.
Basis for all church attire, with its heavy draping of holy shawl. Although secretive in nature, the executioner's outfit established the type of clothing all members of the church would come to wear. A hunter's mark can be seen on the chest of the garb, suggesting that the hunters were already established at this point. The golden ardeo, worn by the executioners, represents luminosity, ambition, and an unflagging resolve to face impurity, staring it down.
That big ass, like, bro got an umbrella head.
Again referencing the strong faith of the executioners. Believing the denizens of Kinehurst Castle to be tainted, the healing church, under Martyr Ligarius' directive, were dispatched to Kinehurst Castle. Ligarius, with his executioners, would go to Kinehurst and slaughter all of its residents. Coming to the realization that the Queen Annalise cannot be killed, Ligarius stands in front of the entrance to her throne room, becoming a martyr, trapping Annalise and preventing anyone from entering. Alfred would eventually succeed by reducing the queen to a mixture of flesh and blood, fulfilling one of his most difficult objectives as an executioner. Equally, Ligarius, through the acts of Alfred, has now accomplished his goal as a martyr. Alfred's maniacal laughter reveals his fanatical persona, hidden behind the veil of a calm and charming individual, representing the true ideals of the executioners.
There, you filthy monstrosity! What good's your immortality now? Try stirring up trouble in this sorry state. All mangled and twisted, with every inside on the outside for all the world to see.
Turning back to Lawrence,
bro, a demon for
upon
real.
The discovery of the blood, he conceived an idea that would transform Yharnam. He would harness the blood and distribute it across the city. This process would come to be known as blood administration. Lawrence, from this point onward, devoted himself entirely to the blood. His mission was to advance humankind for the better, to become an advanced civilization just like the Thumerians, who came before. With his vision clear, it was time for Lawrence to put this plan into motion and make his vision a reality. Leaving Bergenworth behind, Lawrence formed the Healing Church. Lawrence would be the first vicar, and he would use this organization as a means to administer blood to the people. The blood that cured any sickness, relieved any pain, eradicated any disease. Lawrence promised this blood to the people. Not only would the blood heal them, it would also enhance them into a superior being, a being with exceptional physical prowess. It appeared that Lawrence had forgotten his words to his master, Willem. Although Lawrence promised Master Willem that he would remain fearful of the old blood, he did not heed this message, as Lawrence indulged himself and the residents of Yharnam in blood, with no restriction. Blood administration would lead to the Healing Church becoming the pinnacle of Yharnam, the most revered and famous organization.
Bro, shit was yo. Did y'all see my bro's diamonds dancing?
The most revered and famous organization.
That nigga shit blinging.
People from all over the continent journeyed to Yharnam with the sole purpose of imbibing the miracle blood. Little did the church know that this newfound fame would be their undoing. The blood did cure all ailments, however there was a heavy price to pay. Citizens' jaws snapped open, rows of fangs jutted from their gums, their spines curved and contorted. mutated, their skin sprouted thick fur, limbs extended and nails became claws. Even the vicars and clerics succumbed to the affliction, becoming the most abhorrent of beasts. As indicated previously, the blood saints of the healing church acted as blood vessels. Although unclear, it is possible that during the plague, the ash of blood turned the blood saints into blood-starved beasts. From their appearance, we can surmise that the creature was skinned alive in order to extract the blood present within, allowing the beast to stay alive although flayed. Their anatomy is similar to that of the female beast patients in Old Yharnam. An interesting note is that the blood-starved beasts do not bleed blood, but instead spill poison when physically harmed, indicating the extent of which blood was extracted from their body, to the point where none was left. We now turn to Vicar Amelia, a successor to the first vicar Lawrence. By examining her gold pendant, we learn this item was passed down among the vicars of the healing church. Lawrence was the first to possess this pendant, which was eventually passed down the various vicars until it lay in the hands of Amelia. Once Amelia transformed into a beast, in the midst of battle, she still clasped the golden pendant in her hand, beckoning a golden light to heal her, a gentle reminder of her previous duties. Eventually the scourge reduced most Yharnamites to lycanthropic creatures. Initially, the healing church covered up any outbreaks by forming the Hunter's Workshop. They would appoint German, the first hunter, as leader of this branch. These hunters would discreetly eliminate the infected, away from prying eyes, erasing any trace of potential negative symptoms of blood ministration. The church would not allow their reputation to be stained with the blood of a few Yharnamites. Ultimately, the church could not suppress the ever-growing infection. One dreary night, the very
this shit was a cover-up
moon
for real.
appeared. This moon rapidly hastened the transformation process from human to beast. Beasts began to roam the streets, and Yharnamites turned at a prolific rate. The hunters could not cope with the countless hordes of beasts. When fighting a beast, you risk becoming one yourself. As the hunters fell, the church would have to create a new establishment. The church formed the Healing Church Workshop and appointed Ludwig the Holy Blade as its leader. Ludwig would go on to become the first hunter of the church. He was a benevolent member of the church who was famous in his own right. The revered Ludwig armed the citizens of Yharnam with pitchforks and torches and led a frontal assault against the beastly populace. Although many Yharnamites were afflicted with the beastly illness, they still tended to their duties. This resulted in Yharnamites imbibing blood, hunting beasts, and then becoming beasts themselves. This would cause them to be trapped in a never-ending hunt
I'm really
to
locked in
cleanse
for real.
Yharnam of the illness.
Because this is
Amongst all
crazy.
the madness, the healing church chose to blame outsiders for the spread of the sickness, although they themselves knew that the sickness was rooted in the blood. Due to the church's stature and influence, the Yharnamites took little convincing. They turned their hatred not only towards the beast, but also any outsider who walked the streets of Yharnam. Outsiders and beasts alike would be hunted with no discrimination. This mentality can be seen when the Yharnamites scream, "You are not wanted here!" Old Yharnam was connected to Central Yharnam by a bridge. Its residents were infected by the ashen blood. The healing church provided antidotes to the infected. However, this only provided temporary relief from the affliction. The church abandoned hope for Old Yharnam and sealed the bridge. This was to prevent the scourge spreading from Old Yharnam to Central. Old Yharnam was beyond salvation. In an attempt to curb the spreading of the beastly illness, the bridge was sealed and the area was raised by the powder kegs, a workshop considered heretical by the healing church. The powder kegs, famous for their explosive weaponry and unparalleled firepower, burned Old Yharnam to the ground. This bittersweet victory was the end of the powder keg hunters, as they abandoned their duties and began protecting the beasts of Old Yharnam from any hunters, the very beasts they swore to destroy. Their change of heart was a consequence of the guilt the powder keg hunters felt towards the people of Old Yharnam. Beasts still prowl Old Yharnam to this day, as the burning of the area did little to cool the infected. Due to the outbreak across Yharnam, many members of the church went on to become hunters, following in the footsteps of Ludwig. The church hunters would battle endlessly against the beasts. Eventually, it would become difficult to determine the beast from the hunter. Many Yharnamites credit the church as the saviors that led the hunt. The Yharnamites commended the church for acting as a line of defense between the beasts and the people, blissfully unaware that the healing church was fighting a sickness of their own creation. Once the beast plague was rampant, outsiders venturing to Yharnam were forced to take on a contract if they could not pay the price for blood ministration. This would mean any outsiders seeking the benefit of blood ministration must become a beast hunter. This rule was applied to any outsider who could not afford treatment, and instead would provide payments through servitude. One by one, the healing church collapsed, drowning in the blood that they had placed so much faith in. The upper echelons of the church were not exempt from the scourge. Even Lawrence himself was undone by the blood.
Holy shit. How long is this chapter? Not long.
German was the first of his kind, the progenitor to all the hunters who came after. His weapon and armor influenced the tools that all hunters would come to use. This is further enforced by the description of his attire. Hunter attire of Gurman, the first hunter, created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing, and later became the basis for all hunters' garb. The hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed, and therefore selecting lightweight attire, no doubt traces back to Gurman's own combat style. Gurman relied on speed rather than heavy armor, as armor would provide little protection against the brute force nature of the beasts. Hunters relied on their agility and speed to outmaneuver their prey, as they would be unable to win using strength alone. The influence Gurman had on the hunters is displayed here. From his weapon, the burial blade, we learn that it was a trick weapon wielded by Gurman, the first hunter. It was a masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with siderite, said to have fallen from the heavens. His weapon description establishes Gurman as the first hunter. Its design and functionality represented the types of weapons that were forged at the workshop, serving as a
did him so dirty.
Gurman, with the use of his weapon, would hunt his prey, hoping that one day they would find themselves no longer in the nightmare. He saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, a lament for the dead, referring to how Gurman knew the truth, that all beasts were once men. In an attempt to provide the afflicted with salvation, he would deliver death unto them, hoping they would find peace. Both his weapon and attire alone shaped the tools and clothing used by hunters old and new. His methodology and approach to combat defined the hunter's core style when engaging beasts. Gurman and his hunters would base their operations at the Hunter's Workshop, under the guidance of the Healing Church. Built in an obscure location out of view from the everyday citizens of Yharnam, few knew of their existence in comparison to Ludwig and his band of holy blades who came after. The Hunter's Workshop was originally the primary defense against the beasts, later abandoned for hunters of the Healing Church. Moving forward, Gurman would develop a curious mania towards his first student, Lady Maria. His curious mania is represented by the doll, which he has constructed to represent his favourite student. The doll has the same face, body and height of Maria. In the hunter's dream, the doll is alive and has an identical voice to Maria. Once enough insight has been obtained, the hunter can verbally communicate with the doll. She exists to serve all hunters who walk through the dream. From the doll set, we learn the following. A deep love for the doll can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship of this article and the care with which it was kept. It borderlines on mania and exudes slight warmth. The doll was created out of Gurman's obsession and love for Maria. He tried to recreate her down to the most minute detail and paid great attention to its maintenance. The doll set also sports a lumen flower brooch, the same of which can be seen on Lady Maria's attire. Gurman's affection towards the doll, if he had any at all, seems to have diminished over time, as he informs the hunter that they may do as they please with the doll. Perhaps over time he grew to learn that the doll may have had Maria's physical features, however it was void of her personality. There does however appear to be somewhat of a connection between the doll and Maria spiritually. In the old abandoned workshop, Gurman's original workshop, we discover the following item: a small hair ornament, an accessory that would stand out most brilliantly against a head of greyish hair. Of course this is referring to the hair colour of Lady Maria, suggesting that this was once hers. When given to the doll, she states the following:
What? What is this? I can't remember.
Poor
Not a
doll, bro.
thing, only
She was made
I
by a
feel
fucking freak.
a yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me?
That's me.
Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
The doll then sheds a tear of joy and provides the hunter with the following tear stone. Potentially, the doll has now felt some level of affection for the first time and is overcome with emotion. The tear stone shed by the doll states the following: a doll sheds neither blood nor tears, and thus its nature remains unknown. Perhaps the doll did have some emotion and resembling personality traits of Lady Maria after all. Although she cannot cry, we receive a tear stone. She cannot bleed, yet within the tear stone is a blood gem. When inspecting the gem, we discover that the doll's creator had wished for just such a friend, albeit in vain. If this is referencing Gurman as the doll's creator, we can determine that he ultimately could not recreate Lady Maria, and as a result, the doll had no relationship with her own creator. At one point in time, the doll says,
Hunters have told me about the church, about the gods and their love. But do the gods love their creations? I am a doll created by you humans. Would you ever think to love me?
That shit made me sad because I'm like, damn.
Of course. I do love you. Isn't that how you've made me? Would you ever think to love me?
Her creator has constructed the doll to unconditionally love humans, and she ponders if they could love her in return, further referencing Gehrman's disinterest towards her. Jumping forward, Gehrman is now eternally trapped in the hunter's dream, along with the doll, a parallel version of the old abandoned workshop in Yharnam. The hunter can discover Gehrman crying out in the hunter's dream.
Oh, Lawrence, what's taking you so long? I've grown too old for this. Of little use now, I'm afraid. Oh, Lawrence, Master Willem, somebody help me. Unshackle me, please. Anybody. I've had enough of this dream. The night blocks all sight. Oh, somebody, please.
This is a hint to Gehrman's enslavement to the moon presence, a great one. It is important to note that this hints at the length of time he had been trapped in the hunter's dream, as he presumes Lawrence is still alive, unaware that he had already fallen and become the first of many cleric beasts. Willem at this point is docile towards the will of the Great Ones, meaning he would never come to save Gehrman. Oblivious to the fact that no one is coming to help him, Gehrman still cries out for help.
I don't feel bad for him.
He wants to be freed from this nightmarish coil.
We did free him though.
Cost.
One more chapter. Time is it? All right, we'll watch one more chapter because it's about Lady Maria. We'll watch this chapter and then I'm gonna end this stream, chat.
The tale of Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower is one of morality, restraint, and in the end, liberation. Lady Maria was a vile blood, most likely born in Kinehurst Castle. Her hunter's outfit supports this. Among the first hunters, all students of Gehrman, was the Lady Hunter Maria. This was her hunter's cap, crafted in Kinehurst. Maria is distantly related to the undead queen, who had great admiration for Gehrman, unaware of his curious mania. The undead queen mentioned here is most likely Annalise, queen of the Vile Bloods. From this information, we can surmise that Maria had the utmost respect for Gehrman, who had trained the very first hunters, before the Healing Church made Ludwig and his holy blades official. She would go on to become the very first student of Gehrman. It should be mentioned that the Healing Church may have forbidden a Vile Blood from joining the ranks of the hunters. However, she could have joined before the slaughter of the Vile Bloods at Kinehurst Castle. Perhaps Lady Maria concealed her identity from those around her, as many
Code Vein has better lore.
Kind. The description of the Rakuyo, Lady Maria's weapon of choice, states the following. Hunter weapon wielded by Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. A trick sword, originated in the same country as the Kinehurst Chikage. Only this sword feeds not off blood, but instead demands great dexterity. Lady Maria was fond of this aspect of the Rakuyo, as she frowned upon blood blades, despite being a distant relative of the Queen. One day she abandoned her beloved Rakuyo, casting it into a dark well when she could stomach it no longer. Lady Maria's roots in Kinehurst is confirmed here. The sword demanded great skill to use, rather than reliance on the blood of the host, an odd weapon of choice for a vile blood. Despite being a vile blood herself, she avoided harnessing her innate power, and instead chose to use a sword that demanded expertise and training, choosing to dedicate herself to becoming a master hunter like Gehrman, rather than relying on her power within. Her offhand weapon was the Evelyn, a special pistol used by Kinehurst knights. The Evelyn uses quicksilver bullets, just as any workshop firearm, but the Kinehurst variant relies more on blood tinge. Lovingly named after a woman and graced with an intricate design, Evelyns were adored by Kinehurst knights. The firearm wielded by Maria also originated in Kinehurst, once again referencing her point of origin. With her origin established, we now move to the current location of Lady Maria, the Hunter's Nightmare. She is trapped in the nightmare as she has committed great sins, just like the many other hunters held in this plane of existence. This can be
I think Dante's the first person out.
That took place in the fishing hamlet.
Alex Mercer's out as well. It's between Kratos and Doomguy.
A caused parasites washed up on the shore.
In game wise with cutscenes. Yeah, but you know Souls games don't be having cutscenes and all that. You gotta learn the lore by reading, which is why we come to these videos.
Tiny parasites, unlike any found in humans. Within the carcass of Kos, parasites emerged and infected the village folk. Consequently, the villagers began to transform into beings that looked part human and part Great One. Over time, the people of the hamlet would grow to worship the Great One like a deity. Once Bergen
Young Kratos, that's what I'm saying,
they dispatched hunters, including Lady Maria, to decimate the village, slaughter its inhabitants, and capture those afflicted. The accursed brew states the following. Skull of a local from the violated fishing village, the inside of the skull was forcibly searched for eyes, as evidenced by innumerable scratches and indentations. The hunters and scholars of Bergenworth murdered and defiled the bodies of the hamlet residents, in hopes of finding eyes and signs that the people had been touched by the Great Ones, evidence of their communion with a higher existence.
Kratos did not give a fuck at
Lady
all.
Maria was stationed at the research hall for a time, a place used by Bergenworth to conduct experiments on the people of the fishing hamlet, via the injecting of brain fluid. The purpose of these experiments was to ascend each patient to a status above that of a mere mortal. Maria was positioned to overlook these patients. At this point, Maria still believed somewhat in the goals and tenets of the healing church, and their ideology of becoming one with the Great Ones. As the hunter navigates through the decrepit research hall, patients can be heard stating the following.
Lady Maria, please.
Sony needs a
take my
Bloodborne 2,
hand.
bro.
Please, help me. Don't let me drown.
Lady Maria. Lady Maria, say something.
Lady Maria, save me, please. I don't hear anything.
Although Maria oversaw operations here, she acted as a caretaker for the people and showed them kindness. She was the calm in the storm for the tortured patients. Eventually, Lady Maria would abandon her duties, choosing to confine herself to the astral clock tower. Perhaps the harrowing cries and defilements of the unwilling patients was too much to bear. The guilt consumed Lady Maria, as all the comfort she provided them was for naught, as it was nothing compared to the fate that awaited them. Due to overwhelming guilt, Maria disposed of her Rakuyo, casting it into a well within the fishing hamlet, representing her transition to a pacifist. The astral clock tower is located past the Lumen Flower Garden, containing the living failures, a result of the healing church's experiments on the patients in the research hall. These creatures appear to be distantly related to the celestial emissary. They are artificial Great Ones manufactured through experimentation. Once the hunter discovers Lady Maria in the astral clock tower, she appears to be blood-soaked and deceased. Whether this was by self-inflicted wounds or not is unclear. Her sins committed in the fishing hamlet and research hall eternally trapped her in the hunter's nightmare, punishment for her deeds. A small photo can be seen next to Maria, a photo which is missing from the mantelpiece in the hunter's dream, perhaps a souvenir from her time at the hunter's workshop. She states,
A corpse should be left well alone.
You seen blood dripping from her wrist, so it's like she kind of did like end her shit.
Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly.
Hey buddy, why you look so down? I'm not down, I'm focused. I'm watching this.
Showing her regret.
I beat homie like 30, like, I beat homie 10 minutes into trying, yeah. I beat homie 10 minutes into trying, 30 minutes into stream. We've been sitting here for, bro, if you go back, we made a whole spin wheel, like all of that shit, like, yeah.
What happened at the
You end this stream already?
As everything began when the hunters disturbed
it's only
the
been 2
corpse of
hours.
God and the people of the fishing hamlet, further evidencing her pain and remorse for the atrocities committed. Her eagerness for knowledge and discovering the truth is similar to that of the pale blood hunter. The advice given to the hunter is to prevent them from following in her footsteps. During the fight, Maria depends upon her dexterity and expertise to overcome her opponent. However, in the second phase, she surrenders to her innate strength as a vile blood, as a desperate last resort to try and overcome her adversary. This is the very thing she wanted to avoid using, but she would rather use the power of the blood if it would mean stopping anyone from disturbing the village. Her innate power is not enough and she is defeated. Her death frees her from the nightmare. After her death, the doll states the following.
Good hunter, this may sound strange, but have I somehow changed? Moments ago, from some place,
Hit me when you done.
deep within, I sensed a liberation from heavy shackles. Not that I would know. How passing strange.
From her message, we can determine that the doll is somehow connected to Lady Maria. This statement also signifies Maria's release and her soul finding peace at last.
See, that's crazy because we didn't even speak to her after we killed Lady Maria. We didn't. That's crazy because I thought she was gonna say the same shit. But chat. Oh Jesus. Oh. Chat. This was a good one. This was a good stream. We got some stuff done. We got a lot done. We didn't get a lot done. We killed Gurman, but we plan the next video I mean, the next stream, we pick the next game. We know what we're gonna play. We're playing Sekiro. Thank God. Shout out to the big G, because I did not. I really wanted to play that or Liza P. That's what I wanted to go for. But chat, as always, you already know what I'm about to say. A lot of nothing happened. What do you mean? You know what's crazy? When I beat the boss in 2 tries, it's a whole lot of nothing. Damn. But chat, as always, I love you guys. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one, and I appreciate everybody who came here and kicked it with me. Don't forget to leave a like, sub if you're not already. Please sub. Please, because we close to the 3,000 hours, so we need the 500 subs. Please sub. Please. But yes, chat, I love you guys. Have a happy Sunday. Go whatever it is, wherever you are, and be here Thursday. See you next stream. Thank you, John. And Jack said, have a great day. Jack, you have a great day as well. All right. Again, happy Sunday. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh. My good brother. My good brother.